Hey folks, Steve here. Today is June 6th, 2021, and it's my 61st birthday. That's right, don't blink. Yeah, I was born on 6/6/60, and on 6/6/66, I turned 6. But it was at 3 p.m., but it was 6 o'clock somewhere. But I thought I'd do this little post, give you a little update on what's going on. I'm doing very well. Yeah, things are good. I feel great. My shoulder is healing. It's being a little stubborn, but it's coming together. It's funny because I had been wearing that knapsack for a while, and then after that I couldn't really play for a little while. And when I picked up the guitar to play, I felt something I'd never felt before. I was trying to strum and pick, and there was just nothing there. It was weird, and I just started thinking, okay, this is what it's like at the end of the road, you know. And that didn't last very long because I knew that I just had to give it my attention and get back into it, and it's coming along fine. But yeah, I did a lot of stuff during this period. I spent a lot of time on Patreon content. You know, my peeps went out and looked for a format that would work best, and the Patreon format, you know, the platform, seemed to fit what I was wanting to do. There's opportunities to kind of organize things in various folders so I can have topics and stuff like that. And it's really kind of a dumping ground for all this wild creative stuff. And, you know, it's always been a dream of mine, so to speak, to, you know, by the time I check out, I could leave behind something that other people can benefit from, not just the music, but anything that I know that has been helpful for me, that I think can be helpful for others. You know, we all love doing that. That's how we learn. And I know that's how I learn. So that's been working out really well, really well. And there's a charitable component to it too, which is very nice. And yeah, what else was I? You know, it's interesting. I was working on the acoustic record. It was a record of solo acoustic and vocal. Nothing really virtuoso in it. But there was these two songs that required, well, one song in general, a fierce strumming. And it takes me about 8 days to get up to being able to perform this thing. And I was working on it and working on it. And I almost got it, and I had to get the surgery. I missed it. So now I'm kind of like starting over with it. So I took the acoustic record and put it aside for a while because I want to get back out on tour, and I need a record for that. And which is great because I got a lot of things that I'm interested in recording. Something I'm working on. What am I working on right now? Oh, okay, yeah. This piece, it's with the 7-string, and it's tuned down to A. So it's all this rich, distorted chords, sort of like The Story of Light and Under It All. And I kind of was sketching it out for those who might be interested in this kind of thing, you know, these big weird chords and stuff. It's called Zeus in Chains. And the next one is called Apollo in Color. That's right. So I'm really excited to get back out on tour and all that good stuff. And, you know, it's interesting being 61. It's funny because what have I been doing, you know, lately, playing with my facial hair and my head hair, you know. But every now and then I walk past the mirror and I'm just like, who's that guy? The other day I took a really close look. I don't know if you ever do that, but you notice changes. You know, you're getting weird spots and your face starts melting and other things. But no, I'm feeling great and working out. But one of the other things that can happen is you kind of can reflect on the past. And I did a little bit of that. And I was thinking, like in our teenage years, there's a lot of angst, a lot of energy, a lot of intensity. And at that period, you kind of start discovering your independence. The things that are important to you, the things that you're interested in, and the things that you want to engage in, and that what you like is important. And sometimes you have to fight a world that is telling you something else that you should be doing. And as you might have noticed, that never works. You'll only ever be happy being you. And you start discovering that maybe in your 20s. The 20s are fantastic because you're just on fire. Your creative ideas are flowing and you want to just get out there and rule the world, and very energetic state. And for me, the 30s and 40s were also pretty fantastic. It's when you got a lot of energy, you're more organized with your thinking, you can accomplish more things effectively, and it was great. And it's not like these periods don't contain occasional drama. I mean, I have my fair share of that too. But as you get older, you just don't take those things so seriously, And I think a lot of these things just come with age, because for the 50, when I hit 50, the 50s were the best. You start to realize that you don't have to worry about things that you can't control. You don't have to fix the world. The world is just fine, exactly the way it is. Don't ask me to explain that right now. Maybe in and under it all I will. But it's nice when you start not taking things so seriously. Doesn't mean you don't take care of things. You actually take care of them much better, much more effectively, because you have more clarity when you release things. So that's nice. That was nice. And I think the 60s are even going to be better. I feel great, And what have I discovered in the 60s? Well, one of the things is that your whole life actually unfolds in your immediate environment. You're always surrounded by your immediate environment, whether it's you're interacting with family or friends or coworkers, or even if you go someplace, you're still only ever in your immediate environment. And when you look, without any judging or criticizing, your immediate environment is usually really good. There's a peace in it. Now, this is in contrast to the way I know I lived and still live at times in my head, living in your head. What I mean by that is if you're able to recognize the kinds of thoughts you're thinking, most of the time they have to do with the past. And a lot of times it focuses on regretful things or grievances and stuff like that, and identities that you created for yourself about things that happened to you or things that you did, and they're not happening anymore. And life is now, and this is one of the things that I know that for me has been evolving. The importance of this. It's hard to let go, but it's vital. That you do if you want to enjoy life, And there's a lot of, we also have a tendency to live in our mind, in history or in the news. We read the news or watch what we believe is going on in the world and all the terrible things and how they're wrong and whatever it is. And it's all just kind of perspectives and opinions. And when you don't take your opinions so seriously, you can still have them, you find a freedom, you start to find like peace, you know. And then you realize your immediate environment is actually pretty good. It's where you should be, not in your head and all these things that you do that. And on your 85th birthday, you're looking in the mirror going, what happened? Where was my life? What happened to all those things, you know? And it's unnecessary, because living in your immediate environment is living life. This is what I'm discovering. It's very rewarding. It's very rewarding. And be interesting to see what happens if I make it to 70. In any event, so I was doing this Patreon Alien Guitar Secrets Masterclass kind of episode, episode 11, and that's out now. And that is on miking a guitar cabinet. And I kind of switched gears pretty quick there. Anyway, so if you're a guitar player and you want to know how to mic a cabinet, this gets real forensic. You know, I learned great techniques from great people, and I go through everything. And there's one on, it's episode 13, and it's on delay, analog and digital delay. I'm just fascinated with all these things. And it really goes deep. So if you're interested in knowing all the parameters, what all the contemporary technology offers in the way of delays, you want to see it. It's episode 13. And in it, I did a jam. I made a little loop, and I just kept playing over. I do that a lot. And it's about I just played for like 20 minutes. And I edited it down. You know, tried not to trip up my hand too much or my picking, but I'm gonna play that for you now, and hope you enjoy it. And hey, thanks so much. Thank you, obviously for all the lovely birthday wishes, but for all the years of support. I live a charmed life. So enjoy, and I hope to see you on the tour.